Hey there, welcome into another episode of The Big Three. I'm Heather Harrington along with Will West. This episode all about your New York Football Giants. Ha ha ha,
It's not good. It's not going well.
I kid. Enjoy that first draft pick. Yeah.
Time to tank.
Okay, so when you look at what's going on in the news around Knoxville, it looks like, and it's been widely reported, Jarrett Guarantano is going to get the start at quarterback during the South Carolina game. Will, what are your initial thoughts? Is this a break glass in case of emergency?
I think it's just let's look for a shot in the arm regardless of what happens. He hasn't looked ready at any point in time, Guarantano's, when he's been on the field. At the same time, you can't be any worse than you have been the last few weeks, so why not just roll the dice and see if this works? I don't know that this is necessarily an act of desperation, but I do think this is, let's by any means necessary try to find a shot in the arm offensively, because they're awful on offense, awful.
Yeah, 109 in total offense in all of the FBS, so it is very bleak right now, and I kind of agree with you. Just mix it up. What do you have to lose? You haven't scored a touchdown in 6 quarters, and maybe doing the same thing over and over wasn't going to help you get there. So we'll see how it goes, but I know one thing, Vol Nation is definitely going to be behind Jarrett Guarantano, and he's making the start in Neyland Stadium, so there are some positives at least to look forward to.
It's better than starting at Alabama, because the last thing you want to do is if it doesn't work with Dormady, and then you say, hey, Guarantano, first start, roll into the tide and deal with that.
Yeah, nobody wants to be doing that.
No.
I would be scared for his life. Okay, second up, we got to talk about the hot seat now with Butch Jones and all SEC coaches, because some coaches are dousing cold water on their flames. Wow, I feel like Butch Jones is pouring gasoline on his.
He's not handled this well. He's not handled the hot seat well at all. And frankly, you ask the question, is he capable? Does he have the skin to handle a big-time SEC job where at some point in time, if you're not Nick Saban, you're going to end up on the hot seat? So for me, I look at this and think that Butch is on the hottest seat in the SEC right now. Mm-hmm. Someone has cooled his for now. Malzahn has cooled his for now. They probably can't afford to buy out Brett Bielema, and you can't afford to buy out Orgeron either. So Butch, to me, is the guy that's in the most actionable position among the coaches in the SEC. Frankly, if he loses to South Carolina, I don't know that he's the coach Monday.
Isn't Jerry Jones a notable alumni of the Arkansas Razorbacks?
Indeed he is.
Kind of worth $1 billion. Might be knocking on his door.
He's about making money, not spending it, though.
Hey, Brett Bielema, here's your new baby. Enjoy 2017.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Brett Bielema, you're fired.
I need to see him in a booth. That's what I need to see is Brett Bielema in a booth calling a game.
We can only hope that he gets fired. I'm just kidding. I kid. Okay, last but not least, let's look at the NFL, because this national anthem protest is starting to take over. You thought it was dying down, and now it's totally recharged the momentum. Roger Goodell sent a memo yesterday to NFL owners saying we have got to address this issue. How do you see this shaking out, Will?
There's only one way you can go about this, in my opinion, and that's keep the players off the field during the national anthem. They keep them off the field in college during the national anthem. That's how I would handle it. It's not going to make everybody happy, but every other outcome just makes people enraged, and then people start boycotting your product. People say boycott my own sponsors because they also sponsor this NFL team. The only thing you can do, keep the players off the field during the anthem, I think.
I think that's a really interesting take, and I hadn't really thought of that before. So maybe just limiting the exposure of the whole protest could be the way to solve that. I like your thinking there.
Thank you. Sometimes
did Josh Ward tell you that?
Josh definitely didn't tell me that. Josh was telling dad jokes upstairs.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us on the Big Three. We'll be back after the South Carolina game to see where the Vols are at next week.